I'd make an argument it's a top 3 Goonable Star Wars fig, period.
Luke, it's time for you to join the Lego side.
How much have you spent on Legos?
Over like 50K.
If you think only kids play with Legos, then you probably haven't spent too much time online lately. There is a rapidly growing community of adults known as AFOLs, or adult fans of Legos, that are completely taking over. We've got grown men crying over Lego sets, 6-figure Lego collections, basements filled to the brim with plastic bricks, and of course, people going into debt for Lego sets. So in today's video, I've pulled some of the funniest examples of these things for us to check out. So let's hop right into it.
Today I'm in the Duck Bricks Lego collection. Let's take a closer look. There are thousands of minifigures on display here and over 8,000 built Lego sets. As you come down the...
Thousands of figurines and 8,000 sets. 8,000 sets is like a set every day for 20 years. Look at all these Batmobiles on the wall right here.
You've got a massive collection of Batmobiles, Star Wars sets everywhere. You've got the Ninjago vehicles here, and then you open up into the main part of the collection, which is just absolutely incredible. I love the big Ninjago buildings here. As we walk around this direction, you can see some more Jurassic themed sets. You've got tons of Bionicle, Hero Factory all over this wall. You've got the big Eiffel Tower displays on this side. You've got some Marvels.
I can't even imagine how much this room costs either, because these sets are not cheap. It's got to be probably $50 to a few $100s per set. And this room is filled entirely to the brim in all aspects with Lego stuff. And a lot of it is like a few rows deep. You can see it on the shelf back here, that it's not just the front that's filled.
Disney, even a large custom underwater display here as well. One of my favorites is the pirate ships up top there. Then you move to this in-progress city with every single Lego modular building ever produced, along with a bunch of other cool city buildings that Lego has done. You've got some more Star Wars, some Ninja, the old classic pirate stuff, and smaller Ninjago buildings here. There's some supercars on this wall, a giant crane right here. My favorite feature though is everything hanging from the ceiling. So tons of Star Wars vehicles. You've got the Ninjago sets hanging from the ceiling.
They ran out of space on the entirety of the floor and all the walls, so now they have to fill up all of the cubic space as well.
It creates a really fun kind of 3D effect as you walk around this incredible collection and check out so many amazing sets from the many decades that Lego has been producing products now.
This is what we're dealing with adults. There is no mention of any kid, and there's no way a kid could come even close to affording this. I'm not sure how the person who has done all of these sets affords it either, because it would seem like they're doing this as a full-time job in terms of time allocation, but you also need money to fund something like this. So not entirely sure there, but this is crazy. And it reminds me of a clip from Virgil Abloh where he's talking about art, and he says it's about how you build the surrounding.
If I put this candle in an all-white gallery space, it looks like a piece of art.
And he gives the example of a canister, and basically saying like, you can appreciate this one thing more if there's only one of it, right? So if this room had 10 Lego sets, you would probably get the same level of fulfillment and enjoyment of the art aspect of it by enjoying those things more. It's like if you had 10 pictures of your entire life, all of those pictures would be cherished. And that's how it used to be, but now we have 20,000 pictures and no pictures really mean anything. So I think that's a little bit associated with what this is. And I don't know like what caused this.
I'd make an argument it's a top 3 Goonable Star Wars fig, period.
Number one.
Yeah, literally.
Easily
What the more
number one.
Goonable fig?
Oh, Slave Leia. Slave Leia.
These dudes are some freaks, man. You got to check their hard drive.
Yeah.
That's why I said 3 initially, but
Well,
The fact that they know these figures off of the top of their head too is just a little bit concerning.
Just try to go one.
So then, so two. So what would go two?
That's why I said three.
Low key, Geonosian Padme too, with her like shirt ripped a little bit.
Yeah.
The tits are very defined.
Yes.
There. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, it's in the 3 spot for me.
Oh, Zam has some cannons.
No, this is a complete. I mean,
I put Satele up.
Me too.
We've got 30-year-old men dressed in Star Wars outfits talking about the most attractive Lego figurines.
So, how long is this going to be?
Not that long. I'm just gonna grab some things for the house. Are you gonna be too bored?
Well, I shouldn't be, because I brought this set.
Are you gonna wait in the car?
No, I'm going to build it in there.
Okay.
She wants you to wait in the car, bro.
These are perfect.
Have you seen this yet?
No.
This one's sick.
The fact that he knows to put the towel down in the cart too shows that it's not his first time doing this.
Exactly the one I have, but half the price.
But look at my figure. I just made the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't this cute?
Yeah, but mine's cooler.
Okay.
Neither of them care one bit what the other one is saying.
Britt, check it out. Her skyboard. The first part.
It's a skyboard.
I don't know, but you hold on to it.
Okay.
Check it out. I'm done with the back one. It shoots a net.
Oh my goodness. Why does everything
Catching a baddie.
shoot something? I'm gonna go around more.
Sunshine and rainbows.
This kid is being treated like an 8-year-old at the store with his mom by his girlfriend or wife. Like, is that not a little bit sad to you?
Hey,
Hey, perfect timing. Pretty much done.
you're done.
You can connect that last part for me.
Oh, I'll do the honors.
Boom.
We're done.
We are done. Do you see this thing? I built it while we were shopping.
Did you really?
I did.
That is
Because
so
it can get boring around here. At least, you know, she's having fun, but I had my fun too. Britt.
You're a fan.
She's definitely about to hit the group chat with all of her friends after this and give them the exact play-by-play about how her boyfriend is a loser. 100%. And that's not just because he's building Legos, right? Like, everybody has something that they enjoy, but doing this at the store and then involving this cashier, she definitely thinks he's a little bit slow with these responses. It's like Carol from The Office talking to Kevin.
Drive your own car?
Yeah. Do you drive your own car?
Yeah, just like you.
I built it while we were shopping.
Did you really?
I did.
That is
Because
so
it can get boring around here. At least, you know, she's having fun, but I had my fun too.
Yeah, for sure. A lot can change if you decide to start. And he started at 290 pounds and is down to 236. So that's awesome that he's doing the treadmill while building his Legos. Like, again, I have no problem with people who do Legos. And this is something I fully support, right? Like, you're being active while building these Lego sets. I mean, it does probably border on the overconsumption side, like if you look at the background, but this dude's completely turning his life around via Lego, and it's probably for him, instead of looking at exercise as something negative, he's viewing it positively now because of the association with something he enjoys. So fully support this one.
Building New York City in Lego. And one thing I've never been too fond of is my design for the 2 subway entrances around my city. For one,
I cannot imagine how long that takes to build. What do you guys think? Anybody who's familiar with Lego, in the comments, let me know how long building a New York City Lego city would take.
Finish them, but mainly I just think we have a very cool subway platform, and I think the subway entrance should also look really cool. It looks above the subway at the front of the city, and I decided while building this that I want subway entrances all around the city. So I built a few more, and I built these ones with these black bases to them, so it will look like it's leading down into a subway. Even
I do think it's cool whenever people build things that aren't sets. Like, I'm not sure exactly what in here is a set and what he's essentially freestyling. But I do think it's cool when people do make their own things. It's a little bit artistic, at least more so than following like a guidebook step by step that's made for 7-year-olds.
There's obviously nothing beneath it. I put one of these in my Times Square and I'm really happy with how it looks. I also put a subway entrance at the base of the Flatiron building. And seriously, I just think these spice up the city so much and make it feel a lot like New York. I'll probably add even more in the future just so our minifigs can get around the city easily. But what do you think about my subway entrances? Drop a comment, let me...
This dude thinks that his Lego figurines need to get around the city easier. Hate to break it to you, man, but it's not Toy Story. At least 99% chance it's not. Who knows? Maybe this guy leaves and this whole city comes to life, but probably pretty unlikely. It does give a little bit of Barbie Dreamhouse vibes where you're building figurines and moving them around and building an ideal life for them. It's a little bit juvenile, but it's pretty cool how he's built this whole setup.
Luke, it's time for you to join the Lego side.
Whose uncle is this? Come get your uncle, man. I don't think he's taking the divorce too well, because he's convincing people to join the Lego side while cosplaying as Darth Vader on Instagram.
Always go. What the Is that what I think it is?
Is Buddy wearing a ribbon?
No.
What about all your other stuff?
What are you doing?
What's happening right now?
You gotta believe about it!
The Spider-Man wrapping paper, the reaction, frantically opening it, reminds me of like an 8-year-old, but this guy is 40. He's gonna cry, guys.
Thank you, baby!
Don't you want something better?
There's nothing better than this.
The mom coming in over the top, trying to one-up the gift too, or like put down the wife's gift. Really? I mean, it is a little bit juvenile, but he obviously is loving this, and you're like, don't you want something better? Come on.
Yeah, there is. The Titanic.
How big is that? I mean,
It's gonna be the size of the coffee table.
Yeah, let's put it this way. He's not going to be able.
I don't know. The verge of tears, the Spider-Man paper, the ribbon. It's all a little bit over the top, but hey, this guy seems to love himself some Star Wars, or some Lego Star Wars for that matter. So I'll let him be, but mother-in-law or mom, nobody likes you.
Legoland Discovery Centers are very much made for kids. But we absolutely understand that big kids, aka adults, love to play with Lego too. And that's why we sometimes host adult nights, where we keep the attraction open late and it's just for adults. We do games, build challenges, and usually raffle off some prizes. Often pretty good prizes too. A lot of the Discovery Centers are having a Halloween adult night this Friday, October 24th. I personally will be at the one in Arizona, but you can check LegolandDiscoveryCenter.com to see if your local attraction is hosting one this week as well. Check it out, it'll be super fun.
This guy seems super nice and like a great employee, right? But it is funny to me how at the beginning he says it's meant for kids, but big kids like Lego too, talking about adults. Like Lego definitely knows what they're doing, targeting the older demographic, because they can sell the sets for way more money, which we'll see later in the video. But some of these sets now are like $1,000, which obviously is not meant for a kid.
Tony Hawk, I made you into a fully playable Lego set. You gotta come to Brick-Centric in Burbank and see it for yourself.
The Tony Sony logo on the TV.
I can bring it to you anywhere in SoCal this weekend. Everybody else, go vote for it on Lego Ideas.
I mean, it's pretty cool. It does give major Mark Rober vibes. Like, this is what Mark Rober is going to be doing after retirement, for sure. It's cool. I mean, I don't really have anything to say about it besides that it's an awesome thing. I don't know how he built it at all. This guy's definitely got to be an engineer, but people are getting pretty creative with these things. Look at the mug. What life choices do you have to make to end up in this position? Like, it looks like he's got a nice house, he's married, but at the same time, he's walking around in Lego shopping bags. I mean, it's obviously satire, right? But what are we doing? And how many times have you been to Lego recently to have this many Lego bags to even be able to do something like this? But you know all the kids on the block are jealous of this outfit, for sure. Looks like he's straight out of Roblox.
This is the ultimate Imperial weapon, the brand new Lego Death Star with just over 9,000 pieces, 38 minifigs, and retails for $1,000. It's a whole slice of the Death Star with all...
$1,000 for Lego. For one Lego set, you're paying $1,000. And where are you supposed to put this thing when you finish it, right? It is obviously not meant for kids because of the price tag. But as an adult, what are you going to do with this? Display it on your kitchen counter or what?
Iconic scenes starting up here with the...
I guess most of these people probably have a Lego basement or Lego room or something, but still.
Room battle, you've got Luke and Darth Vader, then of course the Emperor and his red guards there. My all-time favorite Star Wars minifig, the Imperial Dignitary, has a new hat mold, which is super cool. You've got Droid up here, and then lots of different kind of hallway scenes. Moving over here to the giant laser cannon, you've got one of the guards at the ready there, so it's powering up. Then here's Chewie and Han over here heading into one of the control rooms. Some more hallway scenes. There are lots of great movement in here, so you can see this actually is a platform that moves in and out. And then you're also able to move Leia and Luke as they jump the gap there. Here you've got the war room all set up and assembly.
It's like a third grade science project level of movement, and that's what you're getting for $1,000.
And then Obi-Wan holding on over here. Then there's a working elevator, so there are 6 different floors here, and this elevator moves up and down through all 6 of them, so you can, in theory, move all of the characters throughout the entire story.
It's another Barbie dream house situation.
The entire center of the Death Star here. And you've also got this UCS kind of mock card, or the set card there too. And then a lot of this is, of course, just kind of structural. Here are some of the references to the...
I also can't help but think how long this thing would take to build. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing for Lego fans or bad thing, like you get more time enjoyment from a longer build, or if it's more of a pain in the ass and you're trying to get to the end stage faster, but this has to take a long time. Let me look, actually. Online it says that it takes 12 to 14 hours if you're a speed builder, and 26 to 36 plus hours if you're enjoying the process. So basically for an average person like me, I don't have my speed building credentials. It would be equal to working a full-time job for an entire week to finish this Lego set. It's crazy.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Oh, okay.
I brought some stuff down. This was in the upstairs bedroom.
Yeah, I know this is only a fraction.
Yeah, so let's go. Little bag minifigures. Here's some stuff here. This is a lot of the UCS stuff.
This has to be considered hoarding at a certain extent, right? Like you have entire rooms dedicated to just storing this stuff.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, man.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, so this is double deep right here.
Okay.
And then
How do you even acquire this much Lego stuff? Like, are you buying it literally all day, every day?
this closet is completely full.
Oh, there's more in. Oh gosh. It's not taking as much space as I thought it would.
Sort of thought that I might open up a store with work and other stuff. It just wasn't something that I saw that we were going to do. We're moving. New house really just doesn't have the same room as this one to store stuff.
I kind of thought it was going to be more. Why do you keep them all sealed?
I've always been more of the collector.
Hey, Yoda. 3818. We just need to bring it downstairs. Man.
The hardcore guys, it's get going.
Jesus, man.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
This guy has a wife? What wife allowed this? This has to be the best day of her life, though. Finally getting rid of this dude's stuff.
Gosh.
I told you it's... And we haven't even pulled all this out.
That was a lot. That's a lot.
There's still one more closet.
I walked in there, it's like, this doesn't seem like that much stuff. I was wrong. I was very wrong.
2 Voltrons?
I've waited all day to look at this stuff. I really like that Monster Fighter set. Oh, Jeff, you got some good ones. Orthanc? Dude.
Colored box.
This is a nice box for this one.
The price of some of these is insane.
Ooh. This is pretty sick. It lights up still.
Oh, the lightsaber?
Yeah.
That's so sick, man.
All right. Yeah. Here you go. All right. Yeah, appreciate all your help, Eric. Appreciate you reaching out to us.
It's been a long day.
It's been a day.
This is insane. And the ability to even accumulate this much stuff is still unbelievable to me. How do you end up doing this? And I get some people are always saying it's an investment, but is this really investing if you have to dump it all off because you're moving? Like, if you have no liquidity, then it really isn't an investment because you're going to take a massive haircut selling it to these guys who then have to sell it one by one over the course of years to get rid of it. It's insane.
Lego scalpers may have just hit a new all-time low. Watch this.
We knew about these deals early from the Stud City Lego Discord server, as well as our YouTube
We got Lego beef now.
channel, but we were able to secure these sets early and then just price match them later on. So we had all the inventory that we could dream of by buying these early. Super life hack.
This popular land creator, that is right, he's part of the Lego Ambassador Network. He is going to Target before the sales are official and buying all the product. And then he comes back to Target and gets his 40% off. On top of probably buying followers. This is...
Whoa. I'll address that part in a second. But this part definitely unethical, right? Like you're essentially insider trading plastic bricks, but exposing yourself while doing it by posting it online is also just so dumb.
And gets his 40% off. On top of probably buying followers. This is taking scalping to a whole new level.
I love how he throws in the buying followers at the end. Like, these two dudes definitely have insane Lego beef. He's dropping the disrespect Clash Royale emotes at the bottom too. But again, this dude, super unethical. Probably shouldn't post yourself online committing crimes, or at least gray area of crimes. And especially probably shouldn't flex it, especially when you know you got enemies like this out there waiting to expose you for the whole scheme, plus maybe buying followers.
Bro, Legos aren't cheap. So, like,
No,
how
no.
much have you spent on Legos, you think, throughout your whole...
Shit, man, people gonna be upset when they hear this. Deadass, bro. Like, since I've been in the league, I probably spent over like 50K, but people don't realize, bro, it's an investment. These
Yeah.
sets, bro, like they go up over time.
They're all convinced that Legos are an investment because sometimes the price goes up. Just like the guy from the video earlier, how are you going to get rid of it? Especially in his case where he's building them, right? Like, nobody wants to buy a Lego set that's already built, at least from my understanding. So investment, I don't know. But at least him, he's Miles Turner, plays in the NBA. He can afford just saying he spent $50K. His contract's got to be, let's see. He's on a 4-year, $107 million contract. Just say you spent 50 grand. Like, you don't have to try to justify it to us.
Times, bro, some of these sets like outperform the stock market, bro. I'm dead ass. One of the little minifigures is a Boba Fett from Star Wars. That's just worth $3,000, bro. It's just a little minifigure. Yeah, bro. It's funny now, actually, because I've been on this for a long time, bro. Used to make fun of me, be on my ass and all type of stuff. Now it's cool. So I'm saying, so I was really one of the OGs with it.
I don't know if it's cool, but he's definitely right. It's definitely more accepted now to be an adult that's super into this stuff publicly and having these massive collections, as we've seen so far.
Lego set that I bought my brother. It was like a $300 Lego set.
What? What's your brother?
Huh? He's 24?
A couple things here. This is Caleb Hammer. He runs a show on personal finance and general debt. Most of the people on his show have like $50,000 to $100,000 worth of debt. So this person is obviously in that bucket and is buying her adult brother $300 Lego sets. And the other thing is, what is on your shirt, man?
What was it? What was the Lego set?
I think it was Back into the Future. I'm not sure. It's been a hot minute.
Back into the Future.
Yeah.
Yes, classic Back into the Future.
He really likes the joke, so why not? You know?
The show? The Back into the Future show? The famous Back into the Future show? If he likes it, he's an adult. He can go buy it for himself. If you're already drowning in debt, what are you doing buying an adult Lego figurines?
So I've been buying a little bit of more stuff for my hobby.
What are you getting? What's your hyperfixation hobby of the
Legos.
Here we go again.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Legos?
Legos.
How much are you buying in Legos?
Probably.
Are all these Amazon orders Legos?
Not all of those ones are, but I have.
What the f are you talking about?
I've bought more Legos since that.
How much you spent on Legos?
I spent like $400.
A month?
Not on average, just in the past month. I've probably spent $400 on Legos.
Isn't it just like one set anyway?
No, I buy a lot of the little
Legos are
sets.
expensive.
They are expensive, but I'll look on Amazon because a lot of times Amazon does deals. I'm also getting ready for Christmas.
If it's a deal, you have to buy it, of course, right? Especially if you're already in a ton of other debt. You got to buy the Amazon deal, of course. And it was only $400 this month. You know, most months it's only $300 that I spend on Lego figurines while I'm in debt. Like, people are legitimately going into debt for plastic bricks. And that $400 at credit card interest rate is going to be probably thousands of dollars if she ever even pays it off. That's all I have for today's video. I will be uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the foreseeable future, so make sure to drop a subscribe to see some of those videos. And let me know in the comments which of these videos you thought was the most absurd. I'll definitely roll with the guys talking about which Lego figurine was the hottest, but if you think there's anything that even competes with that, definitely let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.